Today, I am going to share with you the single most impactful question that I ask my clients when it comes to efficiency. And I'm going to explain the single largest blocker they have in following the outcome of that question. Hello, and welcome to the Bar Business Podcast, where we help bar owners increase profits, attract loyal guests, and simplify operations so you can avoid burnout and finally enjoy your life outside of your bar. I'm your host, Chris Schneider, the Bar Business Coach. Before we get started, a quick thank you to our sponsors, Spot On, who provide a great modern POS solution for the bar and restaurant industry, and Starfish, who use AI to turn your books into actionable steps to increase profits. So today we're going to talk about the single most important question I ask people. And this is a question that works in bars, it works in restaurants. I've even used it working on economic development for a county or working on any sort of project that you can think of. Now, I will tell you this question, the problem here is that there's something that will block you from getting a good answer to this question and actually utilizing the power of this question when it comes to your efficiency. Now, before I tell you the question, let's talk about the blocker. The blocker is going to be your own ego. And we talk a lot about my general framework, mindset, concept, culture. Mindset comes first. Why? Because if you don't have the right mindset, you are unable to be as successful as you should be. And in this case, the blocker to the answer of the question and the thing that will stop you from utilizing this question to be efficient is your own ego. Why? Because you think you know best. Because you think you know your establishment best. And the thing is, when we really think about it, as a bar owner, you know your job very well. You know the standards and procedures of other people's jobs. Frankly, you've probably at one point or another done every person's job in your establishment. And if you haven't, you should, but that's a topic for another day. But the thing is, your ego often prevents you from listening to other people. It prevents you from hearing what they're saying and just, frankly, going along with it. So what's this question, this magical question that your ego is going to get in the way of? Well, whenever we're talking about efficiency, think about what efficiency is at its root. Efficiency is how quickly can I get a job done? And so the question is simply to ask every person on your team, what makes your job harder than it should be? What changes could be made to make your job easier? And like I said, this works in bars, but it also works in everything in life. When you're trying to make a process better, you have to ask the people doing the process if they can make it better, what they think. And too often as owners in the bar business, we assume, okay, I wrote the SOPs. I used to bartend. I used to cook. I know what the hell I'm doing. But even though you know what the hell you're doing, even though you can jump in and do everyone's jobs, you're not the person doing them day in and day out. Because you're not the person doing them day in and day out, you don't necessarily know everything. And we've talked about this before. We've talked about this in relation to increasing ticket times in the kitchen, or I should say decreasing ticket times, increasing efficiency in the kitchen and decreasing ticket time. The same with behind the bar. And yeah, you may jump in and see no issues and you have your standard operating procedures and everything is good. But you might also jump in and realize that you don't know everything you think you know. And that the people that do that job day in and day out know more about it than you do. That there are some little pieces of their job that you've never done. I mean, Lord knows when I would bartend, I closed really badly. Did I follow the checklist? Yeah. But did I know all the little things that were included in every checklist item that the bartenders did for each other that wasn't in my SOP? Not at all. So maybe you just don't know things as well as you think you do. And maybe the way to increase your efficiency, the way to improve your customer service, the way to improve your team experience is to actually ask your team, what could we do to make your job better today? That about wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed today's insights, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a review. If you are ready to take your bar to the next level, schedule a strategy session with me by clicking the link in the show notes below. Until next time, have a great day, and we will talk again later.